to another video of Mike's Geek Corner with your host, Mike Avedo. And this time I'm going to review Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which opened on October 1st of 2021. And let me just say, I had a total blast with this movie. If you thought the first one was a very enjoyable ride, well, this one takes the ride even further. Something that I think is very important to keep in mind when watching this movie, as it was also the case with the first film, is that just like the Adam West Batman TV show and the 1981 Flash Gordon movie, this is a version of Venom that is relatively camped up. It's not what could be called a definitive adaptation of the comics, but it's still fun in a way that embraces the absurdity of the material. I mean, Venom attending that nightclub, it does kind of bring to mind Batman in the first episode. If you can appreciate the first film, then you're set for the sequel. It's very much Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness type glory. Andy Serkis takes over the directorial reins from Ruben Fleischer, and while the tone established by Fleischer in the original film remains very much the same, Serkis brings a bit of a better balance with the comedic elements and the more serious ones, and also inserts some interesting methods of exposition in some scenes, like with Cletus Cassidy's upbringing. He also steps up considerably the quality of the CGI from the first film. This film, like its predecessor, also brings an aesthetic that is very akin to 90's films like Demon Knight, In the Mouth of Madness, The Frighteners, as well as the already mentioned Army of Darkness and The Mask, and also Darkman, whose finale I kind of felt was kind of echoed here. Tom Hardy once again shines as the underdog journalist Eddie Brock, bringing screwball charm, Bruce Campbell and Jim Carrey, and a very dynamic display of inner struggle with Venom. Woody Harrelson is inspired casting as a psychotic imprisoned serial killer, Cletus Cassidy, exuding a bit of his Mickey character from Natural Born Killers, as he attempts, as Carnage, to free and reunite with his fellow outcast lover, Shriek, who is played convincingly sympathetic by Naomie Harris. The interaction between Hardy and Harrelson is sharp. What you might not have gotten with Riz Ahmed in the first one, you'll undoubtedly get with Harrelson. Michelle Williams returns as Anne Wing, and she remains a joy to watch. Stephen Graham as Detective Patrick Mulligan does some striking scene-stealing work, particularly with Tom Hardy. The musical score by Marco Beltrami is very natural to the tone of this film. I expected no less from the composer of Del Toro's Blade 2 and Hellboy. The running time of the movie worked fine for me. Many of my favorite films pretty much have this running time of 90 minutes or so. Now, I do feel that, much like the first movie, this one might have a longer cut release in the future, as there are scenes that do feel abruptly cut somewhat. So if you're a fan of the first Venom, definitely check out Venom Let There Be Carnage. It's both in line with the spirit of the first film, while at the same time it's a considerable improvement as far as its balance and the use of its antagonist. And again, this is not an ambitious Marvel movie. This is wacky, unbridled fun. It's early 90s Sam Raimi and 90s superhero films like The Shadow and The Mask style fun. Go check it out in theaters with the appropriate precautions. And that's it for this review. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Please make sure you subscribe. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.